Hey guys, welcome back. When it comes to government secrets and weird stuff, nothing gets people fired up like Area 51. For decades, this place has been shrouded in secrecy, sparking all sorts of wild theories about aliens and UFOs. But what's the real deal with Area 51? Is it just a top-secret military base, or is something far more bizarre going on? Today we're diving deep into the heart of the Nevada desert to uncover 10 surprising facts about Area 51 that'll make you question everything you thought you knew. Buckle up, because some of this stuff is seriously out there. Stay tuned. For years, the US government straight up denied that Area 51 even. They acted like it was some kind of myth. It wasn't until 2013 that the CIA finally declassified documents acknowledging its existence. Imagine that. They're literally hiding a base in plain sight and pretending it's not there. And even though they finally admitted it exists, they're still super tight-lipped about what goes on there. They say it's used for testing experimental aircraft, which, let's be honest, sounds like a cover story, right? I mean, it's the desert. What better place to test out some crazy new flying machines without anyone noticing? But the fact that they kept it a secret for so long just makes you wonder what they're hiding. It's like, if you've got nothing to hide, why all the secrecy? This is what makes Area 51 so fascinating, man. It's this giant question mark in the middle of the desert, and the government's not giving us any straight answers. Ever wonder why they call it Area 51? It sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, right? Well, it turns out the name is actually pretty mundane. Back in the 1950s, the government was using these grid maps to divide up the Nevada desert for military testing. Each section got a number, and guess what? Area 51 just happened to fall within the, you guessed it, 51st grid section. But here's the thing, out of all those numbered areas, Area 51 is the one that became legendary. It's the one that everyone associates with UFOs and government conspiracies. Okay, so the government finally admits Area 51 exists, but they're still being super vague about what goes on there. They say it's primarily used for testing experimental aircraft and aviation technology. And to be fair, that part is probably true. Over the years, Area 51 has been the birthplace of some seriously wild aircraft designs, like the Lockheed U-2 spy plane, which they used during the Cold War to spy on the Soviets. That thing could fly higher than any other plane at the time. It was like something straight out of Star Wars. Then there's the SR-71 Blackbird, another high-altitude reconnaissance aircraft. This thing was so fast it could outrun missiles. And let's not forget about the F-117 Nighthawk, the first stealth aircraft. That thing was like a ghost. It could fly undetected by radar. Because these planes were so advanced, so far ahead of their time, people started seeing them in the sky and freaking out. They had no idea what they were looking at. Imagine you're driving through the desert at night, and you see this weird, triangular-shaped craft flying silently overhead. You probably think it was a UFO, right? And that's what happened with a lot of these early sightings around Area 51. No-fly zone. Even the air is off limits. We're talking about a place so secretive, so locked down, that they don't even want you flying it. Area 51 sits smack dab in the middle of one of the most restricted airspaces on the planet. We're talking about a no-fly zone so serious that even military pilots are told to steer clear. This level of security just adds to the intrigue, don't you think? What are they so afraid of people seeing from the air? Is it just top-secret aircraft, or could it be something even more mind-blowing? No unauthorized eyes allowed. The Roswell incident. Did a UFO crash land at Area 51? Alright, we can't talk about Area 51 without talking about UFOs, right? It's like peanut butter and jelly, man. And when it comes to UFO lore, Area 51 is the holy grail. The whole connection between Area 51 and UFOs really took off in 1947 with the infamous Roswell incident. If you're not familiar, a mysterious object crashed in the desert near Roswell, New Mexico. The government initially said it was a weather balloon, but a lot of people believe it was something far more extraordinary, an alien spacecraft. And the story goes that the wreckage from the crash was taken to, you guessed it, Area 51. They say it's being kept there in a secret hangar, maybe even being reverse engineered by government scientists. Now, the government denies all of this, of course, but a lot of people aren't buying it. Project Aquarius and Majestic 12, unmasking the alien truth. So we've got the Roswell incident, which is like the gateway drug to Area 51 conspiracy theories. But then it gets even wilder. We're talking about stuff like Project Aquarius and Majestic 12. Project Aquarius is this alleged top-secret government program dedicated to studying alien life. They say it's been going on for decades and that Area 51 is the central hub for all this extraterrestrial research. Then there's Majestic 12, or MJ-12, which is supposedly this super-secret group of scientists, military leaders, and government officials who are tasked with managing the alien problem. According to the theories, MJ-12 was formed after the Roswell crash to study the recovered alien technology and figure out what to do about the whole alien situation. Now, there's no hard evidence to support any of this, but for people who believe in this stuff, it's all part of a massive cover-up. The Code of Silence. What happens at Area 51 stays at Area 51. Area 51 is like the ultimate vault of secrets. It's a place where people go to work and never speak about what they see or do. We're talking about a level of secrecy that would make Fort Knox look like a walk in the park. Employees who work at Area 51 are sworn to secrecy. They sign these super strict non-disclosure agreements, and I'm talking about the kind of agreements that could land you in serious trouble if you break them. They're told that even talking about their work with their families is a big no-no. Can you imagine that? Going to work every day and not even being able to tell your spouse what you do? It's like living a double life. And because of this intense secrecy, very few people have ever come forward to talk about their experiences at Area 51. The ones who have spoken out usually keep it pretty vague, talking about strange lights in the sky or weird technology they can't explain. Defectors and whistleblowers, the price of truth. Alright, so what happens if you decide to break the Code of Silence? What if you've seen too much at Area 51 and you just have to tell the world what you know? Well, let's just say it's probably not going to end well for you. There are all sorts of rumors and stories about what happens to people who try to expose the secrets of Area 51. Some people believe there are special teams in place whose sole job is to silence anyone who gets too close to the truth. And then there are the stories about people who have simply vanished without a trace, never to be seen or heard from again. Did they get cold feet and decide to stay silent, or did something more sinister happen to them? It's impossible to say for sure. But one thing's for certain, Area 51 is not a place where you want to mess around with the rules. Storm Area 51, when the internet took on the government. Remember that time the internet decided to storm Area 51? That was wild, man. Back in 2019, this Facebook event went viral called Storm Area 51, They Can't Stop All of Us. It was like a giant online joke with millions of people saying they were going to rush the gates of Area 51 and finally uncover the truth about aliens. People were making memes, planning their Naruto runs. It was a whole thing. Now, obviously, storming a heavily guarded military base is a terrible idea, and most people knew that, but the event captured the world's imagination. In the end, only a few hundred people actually showed up at the gates of Area 51, and no one actually tried to storm the base. Area 51, bigger, better, and even more secretive. Here's the thing about Area 51, it's not just some relic of the Cold War. This place is still very much active, and it's actually growing. Satellite images show new construction happening all the time. New buildings, new hangars, new runways. What are they building out there? What new technologies are they developing? Is it just more advanced aircraft, or could it be something even more exotic? As Area 51 continues to grow, the mystery surrounding it only deepens. Outrow Area 51, the mystery continues. So, what do you think really goes on at Area 51? Are we talking about top-secret aircraft testing, or is there something even stranger going on? It's a question that has captivated people for decades, and the answer remains elusive. Maybe the truth is out there, hidden somewhere in the Nevada desert. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe too for more mind-blowing mysteries. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out, and be sure to share this video with your friends who love a good conspiracy theory. Catch you next time.